The streets of Minneapolis have been abandoned by law enforcement are simply unsafe. This is the fault of Governor Tim Walz and their loser Mayor Frey or whatever his stupid name is. It's very clear to me that local law enforcement has been given the stand down order. And I'm about to show you about a half dozen videos in this a half dozen instances or interactions in this video that will not only prove it, but will, I believe, make the case for the arrest of Tim Walz and the mayor. You know, and if you agree that these people need to face prosecution for leaving their citizens in harm's way and even inciting the attacks against them, I'll ask you that you leave a like on the video right now. This is how bad it's gotten in Minneapolis. Leftists are now attacking conservatives and trying to rip them from their cars. This is just one of many videos I'm about to show you what's going on in Minneapolis right now. The fact that Trump hasn't sent in the National Guard right now is shocking. This is giving me a lot of vibes of 2020, where whole cities had to burn before we finally did anything, you know? So let's just see what these people are doing. That's him. They're pointing at somebody in a car, walking out into the street, and watch this.
Is that him? Is that him? Yeah! Open the door!
I think that's Jake Lang. I'm not totally sure. I can't tell. But Minnesota made this choice. Look how terrified this trans individual is here. I don't know who that is in the front. But they're opening the door. This is, I don't know, touching the car, opening the door. We're already talking about a crime happening, and they're trying to pull them out of the car. And earlier in the day, this individual was allegedly somebody tried to stab him. We know they robbed him of his personal property and hit him over the head with poles. And so he had to get staples. They're opening the door and they're going to pull him out. What exactly are they going to do when they pull him out? What are they going to do when they pull him out of the car, do you think? Surrounding the car. If hypothetically he was in a state where you could actually defend yourself, I don't know what the laws are like in Wisconsin. Like, whoever is driving, in my opinion, should have full right to accelerate to get out of there, and whoever's in that back seat should have been able to defend themselves with lethal force. That's 100% my opinion. Now they're telling, pull over.
Leave it. Get out of here. No. Y'all just let him leave. Hey!
It seems like some people are trying to intervene. This was after they had already robbed this guy, beat him, and tried to stab him. If he was carrying a sidearm, I would argue, and I'm not a lawyer, so don't listen to me ever, but I feel like it should be justified for him to simply just mow those people down. I'm not saying he should have, or whatever the case is, but these people are going after absolutely random people. Here's anti-ICE protesters in Minneapolis forcing a man to take off his American flag hoodie simply because it said freedom and said, if you take it off, we won't hurt you. How is that not a terroristic threat? Right? Just a guy trying to walk down the sidewalk. A brown guy, by the way. A brown guy telling him to take off his hoodie. Take it off and you won't get hurt, they say. I mean, why are you not allowed to just like pummel this guy? And there's a lot of people who will make fun of this guy and say, what I would have done and what I would have done. Like, there's 50 people around you. Even if you take out the guy who's threatening you, you could probably lose your life. Take off your hoodie because it has American flag on it and we won't hurt you. And he complies too.
Take it off. He gave you a chance. There you go. I got you. You're good. Get your ass up out of here.
Get out of here. I gave you a chance. You can hear the guy saying, "Well, I was gonna attack you. I was gonna beat you, but you had to take off this American flag hoodie, or else." And by the way, I don't blame. Look, I don't blame this guy for capitulating. He's probably unarmed, and what is he supposed to do? Fight 30 people at once? You can't, you can't like shame this guy for just wanting to get the hell out of there and be safe. Who you can shame is Tim Walz and the mayor and the cuck police chief that is just, allowing this nonsense. He made the right decision. Yeah. And, not everybody's John Wick. You're not going to punch out 50 people. You're going to die. And by the way, they're still harassing him. And they're trying to steal the hoodie. And they did steal his hoodie. So now that guy this guy in the blue jacket stole his shirt because there's an American flag on it. And this guy's on the street filming him. The black guy's like, "Oh, here's your keys. Now that we stole your hoodie, your keys were in it. Here's your keys back." Like, this guy is not the good guy here. This black guy is not the good guy. It's like, "Oh, I'll help you take your hoodie off." This guy's not the good guy. He's not doing anything good. And this other guy's like, "Oh, thanks for getting my keys back." Why don't you guys flip and leave him alone? Stop following him. They're still harassing him, by the way. Like, prison for every single one of these people. Prison for every single one of these people. This is what's going on in Minneapolis right now. How about this? They're stalking literally every masculine white man they see over suspicion of being ICE and hurling insults at them. Here's a guy just trying to walk down the sidewalk, not participating in any protests, not participating in anything. He's not wearing pro-ICE gear. He's just trying to go to work or go to the bar, or whatever the case may be. And this is how they treat him.
Get going! Huh? Are you ICE? No. Do you like ICE?
Again, it's not. No, so I want to assault you. I want to attack you. But please give me a reason. Oh, you're ICE. Oh, you're not ICE. Okay, well, I still want to attack you. Well, do you support them? What difference does it make?
Say fuck ICE!
I'm not saying anything.
Say it, bitch! You're a bitch! Your mom's a bitch! Say it! Fuck you! Fuck you, Nazi!
Oh, now he's a Nazi.
Fuck you, Nazi! Fuck you, Nazi!
For what? For what? I'll turn up the clip volume going forward. I forget. Sometimes they're quiet. Here's also another leftist just randomly chasing down white men and brutally attacking them. Here's another one. Here he is on the ground. Just, let him up after they pushed him down. Is this that same black guy? Oh, you good? Oh, you're not a Nazi? Oh, sorry we attacked you. Sorry we attacked you, bro. He's one of us. He's one of us. They're attacking their own just because he was white, by the way. This guy was one of them, and they attacked him anyway.
Okay, good. You alright, dude? You alright? He's one of us. How do we know?
How do we know? I mean, one of us, every one of these people should be in prison. And by the way, everyone there with cameras, get the hell out of there too. You're only gassing these people up. Half the reason these people are behaving the way they are is because the cameras are there. How about these tech workers? How about these tech workers? Right? How about these tech workers? They're programmers at a coffee shop just trying to do their job, and this is how the mob treats them.
This has got to be the funniest thing I've ever seen. I know, it's like, you feel like a zoo. I've never.
I'm on my lunch break.
So clear.
Oh my god. What? We do custom apps for a whole bunch of companies around Minnesota and the country.
Why are you
You notice how that guy's chains on his boots? Wonder why. So they corner them and attack them for being computer programmers. I mean, this is what Tim Wall says is okay. Tim Wall says this stuff's okay. Here's somebody who just went to a spa. She went into a spa for an eyelash appointment, and the workers were talking about ICE. They then demanded if she supports them. She said yes, and then they kicked her out.
Hey everybody, so I wanted to do a little story time with you guys today. Normally I would never jump on here and like do a story time, but the most insane thing happened to me today where I actually have to do this. And immediately after this happened, I called my older sister and my husband, and I'm like, you guys are never gonna believe what just happened to me today. And they were like, what? And I told them, and they're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I'm like, I know, literally insane. And my sister's like, you need to post and like tell everyone about that because that's crazy.
Okay,
So
get to the
I
point.
went to my eyelash appointment today at Sapphire Spa in Minnetonka with Heidi. I've been seeing her for quite a few years. She does eyelash extensions, lash lifts, all of the things. Anyways,
I don't know what any of that is.
so I get in there and I'm like, hi, how are you today? And she just looked at me and I was like, weird, like she's never ever like been like this. So I was like, she must be having a bad day. That's just immediately what I thought. And then she's like, do you even know what's going on in today's world?
By the way, this is some broad who cuts hair for a living. Like, dial back the hero complex.
And I was like, oh, like, are you talking about like the ICE here? And she's like, yes. And went on this like big tangent about they're destroying our streets, like all of these things. I was just listening to her. I was like, okay. And she's like, my husband's Colombian, like this is just disgusting. And so I was listening to her, and
Is he an American
she's
citizen?
like, I have 2 questions for you. And I was like, okay. She's like, do you support Donald Trump and do you support ICE? So I was like, okay, like I'm not gonna lie to her. So I was like, yes, I did vote for President Donald Trump, and secondly, I do back our federal law enforcement. I can't imagine having that job. And she's like, there's the door, get the F out of here. And I looked at her and I was like, so you're not gonna do my eyelashes because I support Donald Trump and I...
This is not going to end well for her business. These people are deranged. They're just attacking innocent people. They're storming churches. They're stabbing people. It's absolutely crazy. I hope you're informed by this video. If you were, please do leave a like on it. Make sure you follow or subscribe wherever you're watching, and we'll talk to you again real soon.